Hi YouTube, welcome back to Otto's Garage. Okay, right, so while that filler's going off around the front, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this on the back door and get the skin put on that. So again, it's all been previously modified and it's had the filler piece in there. What I'm going to do now is just tidy up some of this and clear off these leading edges so the bonding adhesive will go onto it, the CT1 that we use. And then we'll put it on with the clecos, get it in place and clamp it all up, and then we can leave that again for 24 hours or so. Okay, so we've cleaned that off just to give a bit of grip on it. We've got etch primer on the door anyway, so you know we're not going to problem it delaminating when the adhesive is put onto there. But just on this leading edge, there's been a little bit of rust which has accumulated since it's been dipped. So I'm just going to go over it with a bit of Genelite rust converter because I'm not going to be able to get in there afterwards really. Although we will have some wax oil put into the door afterwards just to get into all those little areas. So we'll just put a bit of this on for good measure, and I'm going to try and keep off the area that I've just ground away, so at least she doesn't get any non-stick action, if you like, on there. So anywhere where you can't really get to, it's a good idea just put a bit of that in there. So, we'll get that up into place. And again, the good thing with the holes to the clecos predetermine where the panel's going to go. So you haven't got to mess around lining it all up now, it's all there ready to rock as soon as you get the adhesive in place. So it's a good way of doing it, nice and simple. Find the hole, pop them in. And then we'll use little crow foot clamps. So again, if you're going to an edge, you can basically same sort of system, and it just opens and closes, all spring loaded again. So we can get those in on the leading edge down here. Clamp that up there should be. and then the bottom as well. And just here. Good. So that's that lead edge one. That's good. And then the rear edge. Get one across there. Got to be careful that you don't put it in an area where the panel's wanting to lie straight. So you need it somewhere solid. Otherwise, when it goes off, it'll end up with an indentation on the panel. So just have a look and just see which way, where it goes best, really. Down the bottom there's a hole. Just got to get that edge. That's it. Get that edge located in there. And then there where we've got to return, I'm going to put a little G-clamp in at that position so we can get around the back of the lip of the door. And again, these edges afterwards, I'm going to go down with a little bit of fiberglass just to reinforce them. So it's sort of a two-stage process. But here you can see where there's this gap, that'll get filled afterwards. There's no point trying to pull on the panel and deflect it all and possibly crack it. You might as well just stay where it is for now. So we can get one in here, I think, and that'll hold it nice. Okay, that's good. So that now can be left to go off, and then we'll see what it looks like, and we can do all the final trimming afterwards. Good. Okay, so the door that we're working on now is set, and we've taken the clecos off it, and basically that's given us a nice solid door panel on there. What I'm going to have a look at today is basically that gap down the bottom there, because we've got to make an infill piece on the underside of the door to close the gap between the new skin that we put on and the existing door frame that it's been bonded to. So we'll have a bit of a look at that, and we'll see what process involved with doing a bit of fiberglassing. Okay, we've got the door off the car, and you can see that tapered edge between the new fiberglass skin and the existing metal Lancia door frame there. So what I've done is I've just cut this fiberglass angle piece out of a bit of old stock that I've got. We followed the same kind of shape as the door, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed that in underneath, and once it gets in there we'll be able to fix it back with some clecos and just get it in the right place, and then we can just see exactly how it fits. This is the back door. It's all cured now. The CT1's all set as well, so all the bonding's complete on that. I've just been over it with a soft pad in the angle grinder and just taken off a few of the runs where the resin had just dripped onto it as I was putting it in. It's quite tricky to get in there, so it just needed a bit of tidying up, but that's really good now. It's nice and strong. Managed to glass that reinforcing bar in. That's the original one off the Lancia door inside there, and she's pretty much ready for a bit of paint on it a little bit later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on to one side, we'll get the other door, and we'll just get that ready, and then we can move on with some more of the main bodywork on the car. This is the other door. Same thing again, I've just tidied it all up a bit, and I've just flashed over it with a bit of zinc primer basically. So just where we had any little bits of resin that just needed grinding back, and it's obviously come through the etch primer which was previously on it, so I've just touched that back up again, and again that'll be ready really for a bit of final preparation for paint. This is the front door. This is actually off a different car because the Prisma that I had, the door on the driver's side, that's the left door, was pretty shot. When we collected the car, we actually got this door and a couple of other bits off another Prisma that they had in the barn up there. But this was in a much better condition. However, when I've got it back from having it dipped, you can just see there's some rusty holes, just a couple of them here, which aren't too bad. So what I'm going to have a go at is just grinding out and just seeing what we've actually got in there. The actual structure of the door is quite good. The skin generally is pretty good on it, but it just really needs a bit of a look at, and then having a look in at this corner and just seeing exactly what's going on there. So looking a little closer, you can see how the Genlight's gone on there. This front edge was very good actually, the front leading edge of the door. This is where we've ground out, and you can just kind of see the remnants of the material that's left, but pretty much most of that now is just bare metal. Where the Genlight reacts with it, it does tend to go black. So when you grind off and put the Genlight on the top of it, it'll start to go black, which is treating the bare metal basically. But the actual structure of the door is very good. So I think it's going to be a case of a little bit of filling on the back side here, and then when we flick the door over, we can have a look at the front panel and just see what's going on there as well. But you can see inside the doors quite a bit of residue in there, and there's also a little bit of surface rust going on. So I think I'm probably going to get inside there with the Genlight as well, and just try and get that looking a bit neater and stopping anything from happening in the future. Okay guys, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching Otto's Garage. Stay safe. See you soon.
Bye bye!